Good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon. It's nearly 1 o'clock and I'm only just starting the vlog. But I'd like to introduce you to somebody. Patient number 3 in the COVID house. He thinks it's like Pokemon and you're meant to collect every variety you possibly can. Yep.
Already got 2 of them.
You already got 2 of them.
Yeah.
You do realise it's not like Pokemon. You're not meant to catch them all. No. Just going for the whole set, are you? What have you got now? A Delta and an Omicron too? Yeah, you're going to wait for a rerun on the others before you collect those. How you feeling?
Tired.
Tired. I'm having to shove you away from that window.
I'm watching my video.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going out of the window to clean the mucky roof. Not a bad job done. And I've been doing all of the plastic as well. I am, however, utterly soaked through. That's not too bad, but the inside, I don't know if you see, the inside is giving it away because it has like fly poo on it. I think you probably see better there. It's got like fly poo on it and bits of, I guess, sort of mould. So I'm going to have to do the inside, but I'm not doing that now. I think that's quite enough for today. And I've done fascias and soffits. I forgot to do that bit over there. I've done all of that, and all of that. It is such a beautiful day. If we're going to have a week off being poorly, then this is the week to do it. I am currently sat here in my pants, which is not something you lot need to see. I've had a nice cup of tea and a sit down after getting absolutely drenched on the roof. But I think I might have a bit of a bath, freshen up, and yeah, I've missed the sunny spot in the garden, to be fair. So I can't do that. But I might read, or, I don't know, edit a bit of this maybe. Not sure. So Brendan is at work. His test was negative this morning. When I happened to look at his test about 2 hours after he'd gone, I noticed a very faint line, and so we rang him and he's taken another test, which has come up negative. But he's just messaged me and said he's looked at it after the time frame of when you're not meant to read it again, and there's a very faint line. With us all being positive, I'm wondering if this is the start of him becoming positive, and we may not find out the next couple of days, maybe, or maybe tomorrow he'll test positive. I don't know. He feels fine. It just seems a bit strange that that's happened on 2 tests now. I've got washing on, as you can hear. The washing machine's being very noisy in there. Feeling a bit peckish. I've had a banana for breakfast, and then Kenzie made me a chocolate brownie, a skillet brownie, which is totally not me friendly, but was delicious. So I think I should probably have something, maybe a yogurt or something to tide me over. And then tomorrow, Lee and I are really hoping our tests are negative in the morning. We have tentative plans made with IMO. It's going to require us driving a couple of hours. It's going to require her travelling for a few hours. So we have to make sure we are good and ready with, negative tests and all that jazz, and plans made by kind of 7:30 in the morning. We need to know what we're all doing. And if it's a go or not. We also need to drop Lee's car off for an MOT before we head on our way. So, everything crossed, because it would be really lovely to see Imo, and it would be really lovely to get out of this house and do something fun. My daffodils are coming out beautifully. They look so nice. Nice bit of colour, brightness in the room. It's turned out quite nice. Tasty?
Tasty, very, very tasty. It's very tasty.
We've had something very similar.
We have.
If not this, before.
It's very nice though.
Yeah. We're watching more Doodah later.
We've got the card watch first.
Oh yeah. So we have.
Regard.
Guard.
Who's going to be the watcher? Gun. I think.
The watch, I'm trying to think now what happened.
Well, it's a watcher, so they've gone back to 20.
Oh right, yeah.
Gone back to our time, 2024, basically. They're looking for the watcher. Rios has been taken away by the police.
Oh yeah.
He's in Imogen. So it's left the other 3 on Earth in Los Angeles looking for the watcher. And I think the watcher's going to be guided because she's long lived.
Yeah. She knows Picard for a long time.
She has. Since the 1700s.
Before he even knew.
Mm.
We'll take that lunches tomorrow with us.
Mm-hmm.
We can sit anywhere and eat them, can't we?
Yeah.
Dinner was very tasty. It was most enjoyable. It's very similar to one we've had before, but it was slightly different. But no worse for the difference. It had a slightly different spice in it, but it was still mainly harissa and lamb, which I love. I love harissa and I love lamb, and together they just work really well. So the plan of action is tomorrow we are venturing off on an adventure with Imo. But that does all depend on tomorrow getting a negative test result, both of us. Brendan isn't going into work tomorrow because he'd booked the day off anyway, because Lee had booked the day off. Lee's car needs an MOT, so we need to drop that off before we go anywhere. And obviously Kenzie can't go anywhere. By tomorrow, Brendan might not be able to go anywhere either, because he did do another test, and then he messaged me a bit later and said that there was I don't know if I've said this, there was a faint line on one of the tests he did on the test he did this morning, but it was after the cut-off point for when you're not meant to read them anymore, and he did another one at work and it was fine. But then he messaged me and said it has actually got a line on it later on, like a very faint pencil mark type line. So we're kind of expecting that he might just test positive tomorrow or the day after. We're wondering if this is the beginning of it and it's not really showing up in a timely manner. I don't know. I'm not really sure how it works. But it was just interesting that 2 tests in a row have done that. So yeah, we're really hoping we can at least go on a bit of an adventure tomorrow and get some fresh air and change of scenery. But obviously that all is waiting on our results, whether one of us will have it, whether both of us will have negative results, or neither of us will have negative results. Llewellyn, he had a negative result and has turned positive again. And his mum's done the same, so it's not unlikely that we could get a positive again tomorrow. But we'll just have to see. I think it's kind of put a kibosh on Mother's Day. We've decided that we're not going to go and see. I mean, I'll drop a present off at my mum's, but I maybe talk to her on the doorstep, but I don't think it's a good idea, especially if Kenzie's got it and what have you, to go and sit in her house. It's different being outside, wandering around doing something outside, but I think being in her house, and the same with Lee's mum, being in her house, you know, we'll have to just see them at a separate time, which is a shame because it's Mother's Day and, you know, we want to be together and what have you, but I would hate for any of us to carry the plague over to them. They've done really well to avoid it this long, and I don't want to be the one responsible for them getting it if and when they get it. So I'm going to drink my tea and finish editing this video. I hope you enjoy the little moment of a fly on the wall chit chat that Lee and I were having over dinner. Totally didn't notice I hadn't turned the phone off when I was recording, and it was just recording everything we were saying. I said I bugged our house. And he said, oh yeah, the secret life of a vlogger. And I'm like, yeah, actually, when you come to say it, very few secrets. So I'll stop waffling, I'll get this edited and I'll get this posted up. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I hope tomorrow I can bring you something slightly more exciting. And if I remember right, I have a shopping video from well before I went away on my trip with Daryl and Keith, which I still haven't edited, so I might throw that up at some point when I'm short of footage. If I'd have remembered, I could have thrown it up in the week, couldn't I? But COVID brain. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, you lovely lot, and I'll see you all tomorrow.